Hi, so if you're a Taurus born April 20th to May 20th, what can you expect for the month of July 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Well, Taurus, I feel you're entering this month very happy. I feel like you're, just very methodical in your approach. There may be some people around you that do some things and you just get a little exasperated, but you're perplexed by their actions or perplexed by why would they do that or why are they acting that way. And but you're so great. You're so grounded and stable. I don't see it upsetting you or anything else. I just see it's like, okay, next. Very good natured and are able to handle whatever that upset is. Now, it's coming from, we have a full moon July 1st in Capricorn, which is kind of a heavy energy. And then we're in the month of Cancer, which is a very feeling energy. And it's a very sensitive energy. So all of us are a little more sensitive this month. So things that normally wouldn't bother you are going to bother you. That goes across the board for everybody. And your words, you may say something to somebody that normally they wouldn't say anything, think anything of it. And all of a sudden they're going, oh, you just hurt my feelings. Why'd you say that? And you're like, what? So it's kind of just a surprise that everybody's a little bit more sensitive this month, and that July 1st is just a little more tricky with that full moon in Capricorn. So let's look at your money for the month of July for Taurus. So I feel like you've been taking your money and you've been betting it or gambling it or putting it on someone in hopes that it works out. And whether that's a real estate deal or whether it's a kid that you're gambling on, you're paying for their college or you're helping them out, or whether it's another business deal. I see you taking money and gambling it or putting it on somebody. You may have recently done this or you're doing it. And it's going to work out. It's going to work out. It may not be as lucrative as you anticipated, or you may not see it all come back. So in other words, it may go someplace else. Some of that money may be diverted instead of going to you, may go to your sibling or to another business partner. So but that feels like down the road. The biggest thing is you just want to trust the decisions that you've made, and it doesn't feel like there's any reason to backtrack or go backwards on that position. But you are going to see some things that you weren't able to see before. And I think actually you'll be pleased with it. I think you'll be pleased with what you're seeing about what that money's doing. It may not be as fast as a growth as you were expecting, or fast as a turnaround as you're expecting, but it's decent. It's fine. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Let's see about just money in general for you. There's just kind of like this really nice steady roll, just like kind of like a really nice steady flow with your money. So I don't have any money concerns for you this month. It feels good. It feels steady, and it feels like you're just kind of going with the flow and with the rolls. So you're used to it. It's nothing you haven't seen. Let's look at your relationships if you're a Taurus. So those of you that are in a committed relationship. Feels really nice. It feels very easy. It feels good. It feels like you might even have some opportunity to travel together, so do things together. There may be some disagreement over, if you're married with kids, there may be some different disagreements over, some of the kids or the way in which you handle things. Nothing too extraordinary about that. You may see a lightening of the mood, or an easing of whatever the situation is that you may be at odds about towards the middle and end of the month. You're going to see like just a greater sense of like, oh, okay, it's all working now. It's all good. So you're going to see things lightening the mood and having a lot more fun. And the two of you are and that maybe when you have a chance to get away too, will be a really nice getaway. Now, for those of you that are single, for a Taurus for July. So I see people waiting for you. I see people waiting on you to pick them. Like, pick me, pick me. So you've got several different people around you who are waiting on you to show interest. So people around you, and maybe you're not even aware of it, Taurus, that people around you have kind of made a move towards you. I see 3 people who have made a move towards you, and you're just like, 3 people have made a move towards me? And some of it could even just be in terms of friendship or generosity or wanting to get to know you. and which, you know, maybe they're not the one you're interested in, or you would never be interested in them. They're a lot older, but you never know who their son might be, or who their, you know, who else they may have hired, or these other things. So if you're interested in expanding your friendships and your acquaintances and actually moving towards romance, you got to get out and go with some of these opportunities with the idea that you don't know who's going to be there. You don't know who else you might meet, right? So it's an opportunity for you to just kind of follow the dots and go have some fun. And it feels like by the end of the month, there's a much more opportunity for you to have fun and meet more compatible individuals. So just do, you know, cross the T's and dots the I's, get out of your house, go have fun, and it's gonna, the rewards will be there at the end of the month. Okay, so let's look at your health, Taurus. It feels like some of you may have had some back issues, and that has to do with a lot of pressure that you put on yourself, especially around money and financing, or just, you know, carrying the responsibility of being a parent or a partner to somebody. And so it's really coming as an internal pressure that you're putting on yourself. And I think if you kind of relax around it, you'll you know, trust a little bit more, let go of the burden around it, and just, you know, really ease into being happy. That back pain feels, for those of you that are experiencing that, it feels much more emotional to me. And there's, I think I talked about, maybe I didn't talk about this yet, but Neptune is in a place right now where we can see things more clearly, and it's allowing us to see relationships more clearly. And so you may have a better time too, if some of you who are extremely ill may be able to find the right doctor, may be able to find the right remedy, may be able to find the right diagnosis. So there's some new things opening up right now that you just want to look and dig for, because the universe is showing us all the answers that we need right now. And that's from now until I think maybe the first week of September, September 6th or something like that. I'd have to Google it for sure. But I think it's July 25th to September. No, sorry, that's Venus retrograde. We're already in the Neptune retrograde. I'm just not quite sure where it ends. It's later in the year. But it's a good stretch of time where we can really see anything, see everything that we need to see about our health. So that's a good opportunity for you guys to get the answers that you need. So thank you so much. Have an amazing month. I appreciate you spending your time with me. And if you like my intuitive astrology, please share it with your friends. And I look forward to connecting with you again next month.